with social media and now the support of elected officials that want to know, if there is stuff, it's only a matter of time. Mm-hmm. It's only a matter of time. You can only hide so long because someone's going to talk. Someone's going to talk, and you can go back to 1989 when Bob talked and didn't know what was going to happen to him, and it's not believe or not believe. It's just, he did this. Yeah. Now you're going, oh, the same stuff is happening. And, oh, by the way, there's more. It's just not everyone wants to go public.
And now there's process in place, though, to do it the right way.
There's a formal process. Because when I talked to some of the officials in D.C., they had asked one. I said, you don't know where to look. And I said, here's the other one. I said, for one, if you look, everyone looks at the military. I go, there's a bunch of organizations inside the United States government that can hide stuff. I said, but from a military standpoint, you're in a place 3 years, 4 years, if you do 2 tours, 6 years, blah, 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 except for like Lemoore. But if you're going to go to places that are really remote and you're going to, hide stuff, there's limited time that you're going to be there. But the government civilian population, the GSs, GS 9 to 15, and it goes into SES, which is the flag equivalents, they'll stay in those positions and in those organizations for 30, 35 years. So if you said, hey, I've got this, just send it to Bob down the hall. That long corridor on the left, and it goes to Bob. Bob's got it. Bob's been there forever. He can do that. It's right. It's the irony of Hollywood when you look at like Independence Day, and they go out to the place in the desert, and which I think in the movie they call it Area 51. But they go out there, and they're with the president, and they got I think it's the Secretary of Defense or whatever, and they go in there, and he's like, how did I not know about this? The president says, and they've been working on it. Oh, good to see you. We were hoping you would come someday. And he's like, how did I know about this? He goes, well, we don't tell you everything. Yeah. There's only a few, and that's literally, you go, hey, there's 30, 40 people that know about it in the entire United States. You go, okay, and you don't think you could hide stuff? It's like, you can hide stuff. You can hide stuff in plain sight.
Mm-hmm. Where do you think this story goes in the next 5 years?
I think, personally, I should say I think and I hope that there's going to be a rollout disclosure. I don't think they're going to dump it all at once. I'm not going to lift up the garage door and go, here it is. There it is. We've had it. We've had it forever. Mm-hmm. I think you're going to see pieces come out.
Are we already on that process?
I think we're there. I think with the folks that are inside that are coming out through the Whistleblower Act, thanks to the senators for getting that passed into law, I think that's a game changer. It's literally a game changer because I'm telling you, this prior to 2017, they tell you, man, if you came out and said that, you were done. Like no one wanted to talk to you. It's like, watch how you approach it. Now it's like no big deal. They'll call you up on the phone. I mean, there's influential people outside of government that are very well financed, billionaires that are into this, that are trying to sway this and move it. Because everyone wants to move. If we have it, let's move the technology. Because what you don't want is someone, like I talked, to go back to the nuke story, you don't want someone to gain the access and figure it out that's going to do bad with it. Once we had it, and then you go, hey, the other countries that started to get nuclear weapons have that. There's still that deterrent because we have it too. Mm-hmm. The fear is when we first got it, the fear with the rest of the world was, oh my God, they just used it. Oh my God,
where are they going to stop?
Yeah. Well, and that's not our nature. Yeah. We go in, World War II, we blow everything up, and then we put a bunch of money into it to rebuild it. It's our nature. I like to think, there's obviously someone that doesn't like the U.S. that's going to go, it's crap, they didn't do anything. Well, we did. And we do put a lot of money out. It's just, I think it's groundbreaking what's going on right now. I sit back and I watch. And as we have contact of people that are kind of on the inside, so you kind of get little feeders of what's going on. I think we're on the precipice of something big. I think it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I'm confident that it will happen in my lifetime. And so everyone knows I'm going to be 59, so I got some time. But I think it's going to happen sooner than later. I think, hopefully by the time I'm getting my Social Security checks, that at least we know that we have stuff. Maybe I'm not going to get into like the bodies, but everything's coming out. The whole moment of contact that James Fox did about the Varzinga, Brazil incident, I mean, there's another example. That's 97. Remember, that's right before everything. Internet was 14.4 modems, maybe 28.8 back then. It was, remember they used to have the phone book. You could go to the WW, look up, I want this. Before, it was literally, that's when Google was really becoming the search engine. So it wasn't, and everyone didn't have, 97, I had a flip phone.
Mm-hmm.
You can't, with technology and the way the world is so connected, I don't think you can keep it in a box.